Alright, evening guys. Um, Tonight we're jumping back in for some more 7 days because we got started last night and now we're like, alright, let's go explore some more. So, jumping back into the world, it's day 3 here. Pretty happy with a lot of the changes. I'm really happy they moved the armor, the lockpicking, Master Chef, living off the land, all of those into kind of a not perk-based, I mean still perk-based, but a neutral tree. That was huge, huge for a lot of people. So, yeah, it's 6 o'clock in the morning on the 3rd. We got a bunch of golden rods crafting, so we got fluids here. A little bit of lag here. Antibiotics, all our basic stuff, so we've got, what, a few more minutes on that? Yeah, 4 minutes there. So, we're just going to jump in and we'll leave that running for now. I don't care. We'll run over here and go start on our next quest. Probably day 5 or 6 we'll set up probably just the same kind of horde base I've been running because it's cheap and works for early game. So, nothing fancy, but... Oh, and we're lagging again. Yeah, we've already cleared this house before, but that's all good. We'll go do it again. It's just a fetch quest. Even without having the bonuses, the stealth perks are pretty awesome for archery. Normally I spec into that, but I'm not going to for a little while. I want to actually check out the upper Brawler perks, which is going to require Fortitude capped out. Sorry guys, one sec.
Well, looky here, boys. We got ourselves a real-life hero, and now he wants to be paid. Oh, I got just the job. Let's get one thing straight. You're not working with me. You're working for me.
Sorry guys, totally got a phone call I had to take. Nobody needs me until I start streaming, and then everybody needs something. Oh, we tagged those. We didn't need those tagged. Obviously, we read some magazines, so we got tier 3 on those knuckle wraps, so we went ahead and did that while we were at base. For right now, we're just running trader quests because it's one of the best ways to level up early game. Plus, it'll start sending us to the other traders. Not that we're equipped to go out into the other zones right now, but, you know. Just trying to crank in some levels, because, yeah. Go ahead and check back here. I'm sure there's people back here. Nope. It's a weird corner then. Alright. Well, good enough for me. And we got one of our dew collector upgrades. There you are. We're trying to crank through as much as we can, trying to get through to the upper tiers in Fortitude. That way we can actually test out that new tree. That was weird. Something moved over there and I'm not sure what. Oh, bikers. Airdrop. Whoa! Why are you guys so fast all of a sudden? Wow. We are all sorts of screwed up right now. We just fixed that. Why didn't that proc? Broken hand, busted arm, no stamina. Sweet. Let's fix that. That won't do anything. Alright, that was ugly for a second. Should really wait until that spring goes away. How are we doing on levels? We just took tier 3, which should unlock the second tier of all of this. 3, 5, 7, 9. 3, 5, 7, 10. Okay. Well, we're halfway to our next level, so cross that bridge when we get there. What is... That's what I thought. That requires higher intellect than I plan on speccing into. Should get living off the land going, but
Well, you proved me wrong. Now take
Hunter's
your
Journal,
reward and get
10
the
more
hell outta
damage to
here.
vultures. Don't care about that. Sure, let's take that.
Hey, jerk. I thought you.
Let's
I
go
got work
clear.
to do. You better not fuck this up, or I'll cut your goddamn throat. What the hell do you want this time?
Not worried about that. Water filter. That is amazing. Any books that we need? Farming. Bow hunters. That would be useful.
Thank you very much. And
same
now
set.
you can go fuck yourself.
Okay. Let's go drop off stuff. Run to the drop. New sound effects. Okay. Water filter is a great start. Now we have purified water. Yay. Food, 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 food. Couldn't do that. Ooh, repair kits. Don't mind if I do. In case we absolutely need it. Don't need that either. Alright. 30 seconds on that. Nice. Always gotta forget to offload something. Those are the rules. Got a spare weighted head mod I don't need at the moment. Two minutes and 42 before we can melee again, so we're gonna head towards the drop and try not to get in too much combat. Last thing we need to do is break our arm and be out of commission for the next half hour. Suppose we could shoot him, but that's just no fun. Ooh, hammer. When you're not in a group, so you get to just read everything. Coffee, hammer, cool. Grenades, cool. Wooden clubs, tier 2. Nice. Tier 4 knuckle wraps. Let's go check the bus over here, check the newspaper stands, check the post office boxes. Makes sense to find books on a school bus, right? Ooh, a wrench. It's more useful than a hammer. I can start breaking stuff down here soon. 45 seconds. See any other mailboxes right near here? No. Take the long way around. Okay. This one's a clear, so just make sure we get rid of everybody. Looks like we're starting down here. We got 3 seconds left, so that's good timing, because we're going to need it. Normally these give you good parts. Assuming they're not plugged in. The plugged in one parts are a more interesting experience. Not that I can use any of the forged iron, forged steel, or anything. But might as well. Any mega crushes? No. I know, they're not going to be in this zone, but still. I miss the good days where like every soda fountain had mega crushes in it. The people keep accusing my character of being a caffeine addict for no reason. Nice. Take that. Is that beer? I love that they upgraded the textures so you can actually see what stuff is. It's a really nice upgrade. There you are. That was loud. Finding some decent loot on this one. Alright, let's go clear the kitchen. Now that we're colossally over encumbered. one is locked. Nice. Steak and potatoes, that's great. Brawler? Yucca juice, smoothies, and beer. Very nice. Well, I woke up somebody somewhere. Probably up top. Okay. Can't go that way. There you are. It says it's right there, but I don't see anybody. There's one over there. That's not the right one. Okay. Don't eat that. Eat that. Eat those. Ooh. Light armor. Don't mind if I do. Okay. Well. There's better ways of doing that, but I don't really care right now. Sweet. Ooh. We got company coming. I want that. More than I want that. Crack a book box. Let's get in there. Sweet. It's time to go. Ooh, mailbox. Probably paper. Ooh. Not paper. Alright, we're hilariously overcumbered, running back to base. Let's go ahead and fix that. That'll free up a spot. this rate, we're going to have to get a house set up here pretty soon. Might commandeer that one close to where we started. That's the one we checked on the way over. Nice. Gotta go make T4 knuckle wraps. And we're so close to the next level. That one's checked. Not worried about the stuff, just need the loot bonus drop for XP. Here we go. Oh, what do we want? Siphoning Strike, that would be useful. Healing Fact, Iron Gut. I want this. Cardio. Honestly, we're doing okay on everything right now, so... While the levels are low and it's quicker XP, I try and boost my primary tree as quick as I can. Oh. Did I take light armor? Yes, I did. Okay, cool. I need to put more points into that, but not critical. Obviously, as you get higher in levels, it takes longer to get levels, so some of the time it's worth the trade-off to power through your 1 through 10 and then catch up on your perks with the 1Z, 2Z levels, but obviously that also sets you kind of behind in the early game. So, it's kind of to each their own on that one. Yeah, we got no space for anything. We're going to base. There's a house right over there. There's a house just down the road. Since I've already got a land claim, it might just be easier to build a basic structure, but kind of want to set this up for horde base over here because it's close and convenient, so I don't know, we'll see. Alright. Now those boots we got. Enforcer boots, run speed plus 2%. That's awesome. Cosmetics, weird. Got one mod slot there. We don't have any mods to put on it yet. We did get an armor pocket mod. That requires a workbench. We're nowhere near that. How are we doing on our forge? Need another workstation book. How do we boost that? Workstations, where are you? Oh, that's not the right books. Advanced engineering and lockpicking. Boosts up to crafting level 15. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we need to take a tier in lockpicking. Next level. That way we can get that rolling as well. Sweet. Return to the trader. Maybe we'll get a workstation book so we can get a forge up. That'd be handy.
Great. Here you go.
Ugh.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Might as well take the coal. Ranger Station. Foxtrot.
Good
Yeah.
luck. You better not make me regret this.
400.
Fine. Take a fucking look.
Attack warfare. Home cooking. Urban combat. 1500. Not helpful. Bow hunter though. I'll take that.
All that gawking at goods and that's all you
Primitive
buy?
bow tier 3. Okay. Sweet. It's getting dark out here. We can go buy another, actually, bottle of acid. I feel like there's a pipe rifle we needed to sell. Steel knuckle, machete parts, shotgun parts. I'm not going to use those, not going to use that. I can't use that on anything I'm going to run, so that's not important. We can sell that. Not going to spec into that. Cool. Let's go sell a few things, see if we can grab a couple more cookbooks just because. And we'll get credit for selling and buying stuff from the trader.
Food, but don't expect me to cook it for you.
Oh, nice. Almost enough for 2 books. Anvil 720. Ooh, forge crafting speed. We should probably hold off. As much as we like books.
Oh, you want a guarantee, huh? Well,
because that'll be extremely useful. I feel like the house is just over here. It is just over here. That wouldn't be a bad location. It's close enough to run stuff to the trader, at least for a temporary. And then I can set this corner up for a horde base. So what do we have for wood? Shouldn't really need much in the way of wood to go set up a house. Sweet. Go see about commandeering this house. Nothing fancy, but it don't need to be. Because we definitely don't want that. Yeah, this was a T1 POI. It's been reset, I think, since we were here last. Maybe. Yep. Or we managed to miss everything. Improbable. let's go make sure everything is out. Looks like we might have just skipped the kitchen when we were here last. So, that's the closet, that's upstairs. Not a bad little crafting area up here. Was there a basement in this one? I don't recall. I didn't see an access for one in here, but... Okay. Let's go outside and take a quick perimeter check. Nope. It's got too many doors, but other than that, I can work with that. Alright, we're gonna start cleaning this up then. Can we craft a higher axe yet? Because that'd be really, really helpful. Hey, what do you know? Obviously, we've been not paying attention to stuff. Do some cleaning up in here. That's cool. Go break down all the appliances and stuff in the kitchen. Probably set up a storage room upstairs. Put the main crafting stuff down here. Sweet. Nothing fancy, but grab the piping and stuff here. apparently that wall goes through to the kitchen. So this is the central staircase, so that makes sense. Break this sucker down too. It's always so annoying stripping a house, but it's less cluttered. That way we can clutter it our own way. It's kind of an awkward layout for a house, but it'll work for an early game. I just need a place to dump stuff. I don't really go too heavy into the base buildings, particularly on my solo worlds, until it's necessary. And this isn't like a dedicated solo world, it's just all of my people that play have no interest in playing right now. One of them is on Dune, which is where he's been for the last, like, month. And then the others are generically not available. Okay, so obviously we need to leave the staircase, but I'm thinking we could bring the rest of this down and open up the whole corridor. Which is gonna take a minute, but this is a little bit ridiculous. So, start beating down walls. There it goes. Like it did not take. Drinking all my fluids. No, we're not gonna punch through all the blocks. Let's bring this one down. Ooh, structural brace mod. Definitely need that. Okay. One sec. Oh, I hate breaking out walls. But it's still not daylight, so. Be so much easier when we're done here, though. Alright. That helped. That whole wall is interior to here. Widen up the pathway a little bit here. We'll hit the road about 4:30. Should be fine. I guess we can leave that one. It's officially daytime. Okay. We got a bunch of stuff. Let's run back and drop all that stuff off. Punch a zombie in the face because we can. Ooh, I saw a deer. Definitely will take that. We'll make some more bacon and eggs. Or whatever else we feel inclined to make. We've got some more options. Coffee seeds, coffee beans. We can turn these into coffee. Probably see about making some soups or something in the near future. Not yet. Don't need broken glass in our food chest. We used up all our eggs. Yep. Okay, steak and potatoes. Awesome, we need mushrooms for that though. That's a pretty solid food source. Got plenty of the bacon and eggs right now, so we'll chuck all this stuff back in here. 14 waters, that's not bad. We've got a coffee in here. Alright, take those. Okay. Off to the next clear. Horde night, we're definitely going to want coffee. Stamina boost will be nice because we won't have all of our perks. Eggs. Alright, there is the ranger station. More eggs. Mushroom spores, always a good thing. Love double looting things when you feel the inclination. Alright. bird. There's normally a couple of them in these ranger stations. One out here and then one like out and about downstairs. I don't recall the bag being here before, though. Good to know that still works. Oh. Missed him. So one-shot punch. Works for me. Like, it's probably not even him. It's probably the group under the floor, but... Yep. It's a nice laptop. Can I take it with me? Be ashamed to just leave it laying around, right? This is a really small POI, so it's super easy to clear. And we just... Oh, we don't even have to get the bird. Perfect. Obviously, we'll get the bird because he's annoying, but... Cool. Alright, hippity hop off the mountain here and head on back. Hippity hopping in the wrong direction. Not sure how I missed him, all of those in a row. Ooh. Preacher gloves. Increased damage. Don't mind if I do. And that's an armor plating mod. Also don't mind if I do. Cool. Can of stock. Had to check. I'm like, I don't recognize that emblem. Alright. Let's go turn this in. Yeah, day 6 we'll start setting up a horde base. We'll do the same thing I've done on prior builds and just basically construct a tower with a kill box on the top. Seems to work pretty well, albeit my stamina regen's not as good as I'd like for that. So, I don't know, I may take a point. Knives tend to work really, really well for that. Brawler is a little bit heavier on the stamina usage, so we'll definitely be running coffee for that. Is that bunker done? No, it's not. Okay. Mushroom seeds. Sweet. Oop, that's food. Ooh. Don't need the water. Okay, let's go turn this in. Let's grab our money first. Get anything we don't need? Right now we don't need that. Molotovs, to be fair, we're probably not going to use, but they do come in handy with the tower base, so I'm going to move that. Gasoline we're not going to need for a really long time, so technically we could sell that. What was I looking at? Something was in here that I was like, oh, doesn't go there. Cool. It's kind of ridiculous to sell a bunch of stuff that you can use later in the game, but by that point, I'll have made more of it, so I'd rather get the books and give myself a boost getting started. What day does this dude reset?
Didn't we agree your first job was going to be free?
Crafting skill magazine, always.
All I can spare.
Clear, passing gas. Fetch. Mausoleums, 1.4 out, no thanks.
If you want
We'll
a
do the
job from
fetch.
me, well, good luck.
We're still only
Looks
tier
like
1 with
you're
him.
gonna need- You want something?
Okay, well that helped. Ooh, he must have reset. Fortifying grip. That is amazing. We don't have the money for that. All 3 Furious Fists, though, definitely a consideration right now. Tools Digest, I don't care that much. Urban Combat, cigars, yeah, I don't care. Rocket launcher parts, yeah, that's not helpful right now. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and acquire. I thought it said there was 3 of them. That's disappointing.
Be careful out there. You wouldn't want to get hurt.
Armored up. Sweet. Stone quality tier 4. Bow tier 4. When can we start making armor? $11? Well, okay then, we got a ways to go on those. Anything else that we needed in the books?
Take a look, but don't expect me to hold your hand through it.
Knife guy, tactical warfare, big hitters. Knife guy is useful, but I'm not trying to spec into blades right now, so That's fine. Let's go grab this next quest. As soon as we find a door. Pretty soon we're going to be into Iron Knuckles. Still tier 4 for the moment, but I have a sneaky suspicion sooner than later it's going to be up to the next tier. Animal hospital. No. Stay away from dogs. Nice. 30 of 100 in cookbooks in 4 days. It's not bad. Art of mining. Okay. Some good books. Alright, this is to retrieve the supplies. That reset the mailbox. Brawler. Awesome. Check for birds. Burn zombies. Alright. More eggs. Haven't even gotten into the house and our inventory is almost full. That one should be dead, but inevitably every time I don't check. Med journal. I'm actually progressing pretty well in med too, considering we haven't taken any perks in it. Medical tier 1 fort bites. Cool. Nice. As much as it sucks to do that. Like, we need the stamina reduction for Brawler, but we'll work on that before day 7. Sweet. Honestly, we're just going to do a quick run through, make sure there's no bookshelves that we missed, and not worry about looting everything so we can get back and get to the next quest line. Normally we'll full clear, but I'm not feeling it in this house. Alright, let's get out of here and go cash that in. By the time we're done with that, we should have our airdrop coming in. I think the airdrop's the only thing I changed on the settings. So everything else is standard. Airdrop on every day is just convenient. Oh yeah, we've got a hog farm that we're supposed to clear. And now we're stuck in it, so hopefully there's no piggies. We were going to clear that after we took a couple points into Huntsman, but we haven't taken any points into Huntsman yet.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to pay you now that you did it.
Fireman Axe modification. Brawler 2 we've already got. Might as well take the book. That's still the closest
I got
fetch.
work to do. Don't just stand there with your thumb up your ass. Get the job done. Selling to even a dumbass like you.
That's going to be the next one we need.
Watch yourself, stranger. I know some fellers that break legs for coin.
Misplaced my house. Alright. Drop all this stuff off. Here's our airdrop. Sweet. Dump the funds over there for now. Oh yeah, we don't really need that either, so airdrop's this way. Probably do the same thing tonight we did last night. Run until the, kind of morning of day 5. Evaluate where we're at and then call it. I'm contemplating doing my StarCraft streams in the morning this coming week. And depending on, maybe not this week, but in the future I'm contemplating doing my StarCraft streams in the morning and doing 7 days at night. Because that way I can kind of balance the two. Because I'm actually interested to get through the natural progression on this one a little bit further. I want to be able to, migrate to the other biomes and check that out, but since they pulled my well-insulated perk, I can't do that at, level 5. Nice. That replaces my honey. I gotta get these zombies out of here. That'll work. Okay. Sorry, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna AFK for a sec. I gotta grab something. one of the riskiest things you can do in this game, is AFK and walk away. Normally I assign one of my allies to keep an eye on me, but, you know, when you're playing solo, that doesn't quite pan out. Oop. Eggs. Zombies to punch. Awesome. Straight books. Let's see. So, what do we have here? That unlocks at Fortitude 5. So, Fortitude 5, I think, requires 2 points. Oh, we have Fortitude 5. So it's just locked because of this. So, ideally, if we can grab 2 more levels before Horde Night, we can dump them straight into here. That gives us our 10 stamina back on kills. If we happen to make any extras, we can dump them into here, because 6 HP per kill would be super useful along with the stamina buffs. But that's like 4 levels in 3 days, so... no idea how he didn't wake up, because he got the animation that he was getting up, and then he sat back down. So we're just going to pretend we didn't notice that and shoot him anyways. Ooh, recog. Nice. Alright. Recheck the mailbox. Nothing useful this time. Go sneaky sneaky our way in here. I haven't taken any of my stealth perks or anything. Normally I run fortitude and agility. They scale rather well, and I'm still looking at doing that because... Whoa, hello. I want the hard target perks, because when you're moving, taking 25% less damage is huge. So, on top of the Brawler's health on kills and everything else, that's going to be a great combination to test out. Why can we not walk up the stairs? Apparently we're stuck on the little tiny edge. It seems surprisingly empty down there. It's aloe leaves. Sweet. Let me guess, it's not empty down here. No, it's empty down here too. Weird. Not empty anymore. I miss being able to just loot laundry facilities and find my running shoes. A lot of medical... Ooh, beaker. A lot of chem sets and stuff in here. Hydrofluoric acid. Handy. It's saying it's on the other side of this wall, which is a solid wall on this side, so we'll go around at some point here. Ah. Gotcha. Okay. Hey, Ice. Ooh. Yeah, it's been a while. I've been offline for the last week and a half, so... Okay, sorry, 1 second here. I gotta go help the wife with something really quick. 2 seconds. cannot believe I did not die for that. Sorry, it's been one of those kind of nights. Nice. Wife's doing alright. We had kid 4, I think 8 days ago. Things got complicated, so it ended up in a C-section, so she's kind of on light duty, which is why I haven't been streaming in the last while. She's still definitely recovering and not feeling great, so she had a busy week, unfortunately, and we weren't really able to let her just lay around and rest, so it's taking a little bit longer than ideal. But she's getting there. We're making progress in the right direction, so, you know, here in a couple weeks, she'll be alright. They take quite a while to recover from on that one. I hate being encumbered. We don't have the inventory space. Okay, let's go offload some stuff. Yeah, all in all, the kid's doing fine. A little bit of jaundice, which isn't uncommon. But it seems like he's going the right direction. Got a lot of doctor appointments for the both of them over the next couple of weeks, but it turned out a lot better than everybody anticipated, so can't complain too much. Alright, let's dump that in here. Oh, we got antibiotics. Nice. Beaker. Oh. Those are food, they don't go here. Let's pull those two. Okay, we need to eat. Let's grab one of our soups. Yeah. Yeah, it's been alright. I was supposed to be off this upcoming week, but we had a bunch of people quit unexpectedly, so I'm going back to work this week. I was hoping to take an extra week off with her and just give her some more time, but that's life.
Just great. Here you go. Don't spend it all in one place. Listen up, jackass. You get moving, jackass. This don't pay by the hour.
That's awesome route. We got the we got the burnt biome trader, so that's huge. Let's go ahead and cash in some stuff here. There's level 10. Harvest mushrooms in the burnt zone. Let's see. Burnt smoothie. No idea what that is yet. Harvest 500 nitrate. Kill burnt zombies. Loot containers, and then 15 minutes in the burnt. Cool. Before we go hopping through the burnt zone, we're gonna go ahead and make up some food and drink really quick. So that's gonna take a little while. But we're gonna go ahead and sell some stuff and see if we can get that expensive item from the trader, except I think he just closed. So that's a 4K run, and I don't feel like... Yep, he closed. Shoot. I already found the desert and the snow zone, so the only ones I'm missing right now is burnt and wasteland. Hello. Simon says sit. It's a 4K run off that direction, it looks like. I think. Yeah. It's off that way. So it's probably way out here somewhere. Yep. That's gonna be a heck of a run. Should be fine for survivability there, it's just... It's a long run there and back, so we'll get some food and water going, so we're just gonna hang tight for a few minutes. Go work on clearing out our house again. Yeah, that's got 20 minutes real time. No, we don't have bikes yet. I thought he actually gave you a bike when you unlocked this tier, but no, I'm gonna run that one on foot. I'm nowhere near crafting them either. I mean, we're day 4 going into day 5, so this is the first week still. So, good times. I am actually going to go ahead and bring our tier 1 pistol just in case I need it, though. Okay, well, that's working. Yeah, pretty much something like that. Like, normally he does, but I didn't see it on my last cash in for quest, so I don't know. Back to remodeling. Did everything reset again? Yeah, I know. I was gonna make the comment. I'm like, it's your favorite trader. Jen's at least nice. Honestly, the funniest one I think is Joel. He's out in the wasteland. He's pretty cool. Nice. Okay. Okay. Well, that's the majority of the downstairs cleaned up here. At least to a drop zone. It's not going to be a horde base, but at least a place to set stuff. I'm not planning on venturing too far with the biome changes that they just implemented. Let's just say expanding too early outside of your start zone is not really a good idea anymore. So, we'll kind of see, but yeah, I'm wanting to have a place where I can just dump some stuff. I'm going to try to build all my houses right next to traders because, well, it makes my life simple for selling stuff. I'm lazy that way. I try to set up my horde bases near, because the zombies won't spawn in the trader compound, so I utilize that as a dead zone and try to incorporate that into my approaches. But basically I'm just going to build a tower again with a kill box on the top, because that tends to work good for me. Albeit the last time I did that it was agility and I am full fortitude, but I think I just hit a level, so I should be able to work on my stamina regens. There's that little corridor. Good thing it's attached to the wall, huh? Can we take it apart? Sweet. That one we'll leave alone for now, because light source. But I'm not going to deal with that one. I don't want to be here beating on that for the next 5 minutes. Okay, that pretty much takes care of stripping that house. It's got a little bit of light. Can still knock out the rifts in this wall because it doesn't need to be here, but at least until 4 o'clock in the morning when the trader opens, and then we can go sell stuff, buy stuff, get all the rest of our stuff, and head on out. Probably shouldn't knock out the whole wall unless we're planning on adding railings. Gonna do it anyways, but oh, that's actually the staircase. Also the staircase. Okay. Just double checking. So much more floor space now. Perfect. Looks a little wonky, but you know, it is what it is. Interior remodels and all that. Cool. Let's go check on our stuff. Definitely want some copies for that run for the stam regen. Okay, we got 10 minutes there. Nice. Okay. Good on all of those. Shouldn't need that, but we'll take it with us. Shouldn't need those, but we'll take them with us. Got a med kit. Got the splints and stuff, so we're good on that front. Full food and water. Sweet. 2 aloes. Let's get our mushroom seeds planted. That makes it almost time to go.
Good morning, my ass. Buy some, flash some cash, or get lost.
That is the one we're looking for. Take that. You can have that. What else was it? Is that the only thing I was bringing to sell? Looks like it. Restock day 7.
Shit,
cool.
Man, I treat you that good, and you don't even fucking tip.
Awesome. Okay, we did load that. We're just gonna turn that off and hold there. So, as we don't have a bike at the moment, we're gonna just make a run for it here. And when we start taking stam hits, we'll pop coffee. Pretty much just a run over there, unlock that, and then come back and do whatever challenges we can while we're up there. But that'll be 4 of the 5 biomes, location-wise, so it's not bad considering it's a 10K map. But then it'll be a run there and back, and then it'll be time to slap up a horde base pretty quick after that, because this is going to kill probably a day. Normally day 6, I want to get my horde base rolling. Check for honey. Oop. I don't know what these are. I think they're bees. And I think they're randomly engaged from beating down trees now. There also seems to be a mob in the desert that, like, spits them at you, so I don't know. It's one of the things that I haven't figured out with the new patch yet. And I could go through and read all the patch notes, but that's just no fun. I'd rather just mess around and figure it out. And now there is storms and stuff in the different biomes, and since they pulled my well-insulated perk, I'm no longer immune to all of that, so that's going to be interesting when we get there. Ooh, chicken. Missed the chicken. Chicken's very small. Very hard to see in the shading. Got a chicken. Cool. Lumber mill, noise. Oh yeah, the lumber mill's full of stumps. Okay, 1 honey. Good enough. That's our first loot back for the game. Cool. Moving on. Is that desert out there, or is it just not rendering? It's not rendering. That looks like one of the prison compounds. Oh, Shotgun Messiah. Nice. Yeah, that's a 4 skull. We're not even going in there right now. Alright, we're halfway there. It's only taken, 2 hours. This never hurts to break down as many stumps as I can find, but seems like they've shifted the drop chance since the last time I was on here. Seems to be about 7 or 8 to 1 now instead of like 5 to 1. Not a big deal, it's just one of those little things that I notice. There's more desert. Hopefully we don't have to go running through that. Alright, that's a long swim. Okay. So it's a little bit of pine, a little bit of desert, and then back to pine, and then heading towards burned. It's okay, we'll harvest some aloe while we're running through here. Yep. Aloe and yuccas. I'm like, they don't mess around anymore. The second you go into the zone, you're a heat stroke. It's like playing Ark all over again. And then somewhere over here, it's going to switch back. That's one of the biggest changes that I've noticed is the second you go into the cold zone, you're freezing. The second you go into the hot zone, you're overheating. So for biome jumping, other than, I don't know on the burnt zone, and I haven't seen the radiation zone. I assume the radiation zone will be fine because it's not one of the temperature controlled ones. But you definitely want to make sure you've got your cooling gear or your heating gear. On the topic of radiation zone, that looks either burnt or irradiated. It's hard to tell from over here. Got lumberjack coming to play. Rather deal with him while I'm actually on the ground. I'm gonna hang a right and head that way and see which zone it is. It's probably burnt, but that worked. Armored up books. Sweet! And a whole bunch of them at that. Primitive armor tier 5. I think I need one more and I unlock first tier and everything else. Which is huge. If I could get my armor set before Horde, that would be amazing. Even if it is tier 1. How the heck are we encumbered already? Oh, because we looted stuff. What do you know? I'm assuming this is burned by texture. Yep. What is this? Smoke. Burn smoothie will extend your survival time. Oh! Okay, so you're limited to 3 minutes in here without the burnt smoothies. Okay. Atomic smoothie. Temporarily reduces biome hazard effects, grants faster movement while in the wasteland. Burnt smoothie. We had most of the stuff to make that. Temporarily reduces biome hazard, grants faster movement. Oasis smoothie. Oh, desert. And then the yucca smoothie is just stam regen. Okay, so that's good to know. We may actually not be able to do this at the moment. Is that technically in the burnt zone? Oh, that's aloe. Snow, wasteland. No, it's not technically in the burnt zone. So, 3 minutes, huh? Thick smoke chokes the air. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that. Ooh, mushrooms. I like the fog on the HUD though. That's cool. So mushrooms are now prevalent in the burnt zone. So there's a an achievement or a reward challenge thing for harvesting a bunch of mushrooms. Okay, we're gonna hop over here, just out of the zone, and reset. And then it looks like it's scattered through, so we'll have to see if we can pull this off or not. 248, what is this? Fresh air. Cool. So, they really don't want you just jumping through the different biomes without a good reason, and without the resources for it. Which, I mean, is kind of cool, because otherwise it wouldn't be the first time I've hopped zones super early. And they did put basically a loot level cap in on the zones as well, so your different tiers of loot are restricted to different zones, which, let's be fair, also needed to be done. This seems like a bad idea. Wait a tick, what's in that burnt smoothie? Coal, plant fibers, mushrooms, and water. Oh yeah, we don't have water. I'm like, we can get all that stuff here, can't we? No. No, we can't. And if this just continues in, we don't have enough air to do this. So we're going to run to the top of the hill here. Oop, burnt zombies. We need to kill 5 of them too, so. Oh boy. I don't know if buildings reset it or anything else, so this is gonna be, we do not need to be running out of stamina in here. Not right now. This is all burnt all the way in. Okay, as much as I want to do that, without knowing if the buildings negate that, I will kill myself trying. And I see no other plains or anything on that side of the mountain, so unfortunately that is going to have to wait until after Horde Night. You're not dead. So we gotta get back into actual airflow. That looks like a good test though. So we're gonna run across and then we'll run back to this and find out if you're inside, if it negates it, because I need to know. But I'd rather do that after I restock off my air supply, because, oh good, there's a nitrate vein, we need that too. Whew. Okay, so fresh air. Take a moment to recover in the fresh forest air. Gotcha. Very, very interesting. Where was that nitrate vein? So for your challenges, 3 out of 5 mushrooms, craft a burnt smoothie, so that one's universal through all of them. Harvest nitrate, harvest shale, coal, and lead. So they're basically all the same thing. They're biome specific. Okay, the plague spitter, that's the one that spits bees or locusts or something. Loot stuff, and then overall survival time. So they're the same achievements through all of them. Ooh, wrong button. Skill points, sweet. Okay. Now, to test the next question. We totally had all the stuff, I just didn't realize that's how the new biomes work, so that kind of sucks, because We kind of ran over here for nothing. But if getting inside a sealed building negates the air, then that opens up some options. Assuming, of course, you can find a gate. That's a bird. So, question right now. We get up here, find a door. Okay, the door is not sealed per se, and no, it doesn't seem to have an impact. So, that is just, I think, as long as you're in the zone. Or this is not an appropriate shelter, which is also possible. As long as we're in here, might as well grab a couple things. Then we gotta boogie on out of here. Come on. Time to go. Loot containers, perfect. Should make it out. It's not that far considering. Oh, there's an airdrop. That's gonna suck because they're gonna drop it in the middle of the burn zone somewhere where I can't go and get it. Maybe not. We might be able to get it. Pull these guys out of here. I need one more mushroom. A couple more of these guys. And then I think it's 500 nitrate, so we're just going to kind of work on this for a couple of minutes here. Might as well grab what we can for the XP while we're over here. Wander off, keep an eye out for more mushrooms. Awesome. That unlocked our forge. So we can set one of those up. It's only 800 blocks that way. If only. All right. So that definitely cranks up the difficulty for the biome. I don't know how long those smoothies last or anything either, so that's going to be an interesting thing to figure out here in a little while. make a better axe yet. No. Good theory. Grab a shovel. Last thing I want to do is bury myself into the bottom of the hole. Just kind of a rinse and repeat here for a few minutes. Probably got one more trip and we can make this happen. Might be able to make it this trip. Gonna be close though. Okay, apparently if you change over before the animation's done, it still doesn't count. Yeah, we'll be fine. Okay. Cool. Okay, we're gonna keep an eye out for mushrooms, but we're gonna stay out of the zone until we see mushrooms and or burn zombies. Sweet. We're gonna kind of head for the airdrop and see if we can grab it. But, oh, is that a burned? Nope, that's a regular. There's a chicken. Nice place for a car. Nice place for a tree stump, too. $2,000 XP for the... Wow. That's pretty cool. $500 in for the airdrop. See if we can get a little bit closer alongside it. $440. $436. That's our next strip of forest, so we're gonna wait until our stamina recovers out here, then go in. Drink that to free up a slot. Combine those. Okay, let's make a run for it. Keep an eye out for burning zombies, in case they happen to be tromping out of the hills. Oop. Here's one. Jump over here to the plains. Three of 5. Okay, well, the bright side is it looks like my drop is not in the burn zone, so that's super helpful. That's a spaz zombie. No burned though. Got any water in here? That'd be useful. Another 8x scope I won't use, shotgun mods, and a few other things that I won't use. Peachy, that was a waste of a drop. Medium armor tier 1 though. Sweet. Clawhammer tier 1. Okay, well we're gonna go ahead and abandon that line of reasoning and we're gonna head for home. Let's eat some eggs, just get them out of our inventory. I pretty well successfully killed a day, and we didn't even get to do what we came to do. But we made a boatload of XP, so, you know, there's that. Smoothies are probably like everything else. They're, you know, good for a duration, but having points in Iron Gut probably amplifies them. Mailbox. Lucky Looter volume. Nice. Thought that was a dog or a bear or something for a second. Might have to build our kill box tower on the other side of the trader, since I haven't made as much house progress as I was planning to by day 7. But I habitually over prep for the first horde, so. We inevitably get done with the first horde and we're like, and we were worried about what? Pray for like, or we prepare for like the 7th, 8th horde in for like the first one. Almost to the next level. Nice. Four hit points back on kill. If we can pull another level in the next day and a half, then it'll be 6 hit points back on kill. Plus the stamina regen on kill from the Brawler perks. So we're in pretty good shape for a melee build. Of course there's loot bags. I didn't think he went down. Three and a half hours to make it to the trader. That's not going to happen tonight. I think we got another 1.5 to go. Something like that. nice if we had a Jeep. Gonna make it through the night. Sell off a couple things in the morning, and then probably quit the stream for this session. I will have already been on for another day longer than I planned on, but I wanted to go try to check out the burn zone, so, you know, it's all good. And then the next time I'm on this one will be probably day 6 through 7 through the Horde night, so that'll be fun. Luckily the tower base doesn't take real long to set up, so we did get our forge unlocked, so we should probably get that set up in that house, since it looks like we'll be sticking around a little bit longer. I don't really have the kind of mushrooms I'd like to have to make a decent supply of those smoothies to go running through the burn zone, because it looks like you're going to pretty much need them indefinitely as long as you're in the zone. So unless they've got like a 10 real-time hour lifespan on them, which I doubt, that's going to be an interesting, either prep them all in advance or plan on bringing the materials to prep them while you're there. I think most of the stuff can be found in the zone, so I'm thinking it's one of those scavenge around while you're in there, but obviously you gotta get at least a couple of them to front load. I don't know, that'll be a trial and error research. Where are we at? Most of the way there. Okay. I gotta go grab the wife something really quick, so I'll be back in just a sec. I've gotten really lucky getting on and off here. Might be able to make it to the trader tonight, but I'm gonna be close. I got a bunch of shotgun stuff on me that I just don't need. Won't be using it. Oh, I see the bridge. We're almost home. I think we'll make it. Not with a lot of spare time, but with enough. Awesome.
Listen, you son of a bitch. You break any of my shit, you're paying double.
Steel knuckle parts will keep. Shotgun mods can go. Semi mods might need eventually. What do we have in here? Tactical warfare, sharp sticks, urban combat. Volume 2. That one's not important. I don't think he has anything else we need. Yeah, not for those prices. Alright, let's go drop some stuff up here, pull the water out of the dew collector. See what we need to make a forge, get a forge set up in that little house. Okay, food goes in here, plants go in here. Food. Water can go in here. Shot shells, we should just sell those. We're not going to use them for anything ever. Extra medical that we don't need on us at the moment. Okay. Forge, cobblestone, rocks, leather, duct tape, short iron pipe. Duct tape, short iron pipes, leather, and a wood log. Okay, that going, let's go ahead and grab whatever we can out of this. Go run to our house. Oh, shoot. Should have left an open spot, and I didn't, so I'll have to dump something here in a sec. Should get another land claim over here as well. Should be far enough away. Just cuz. Okay. Hello. Goodbye. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Nice. Let's do medical. This is just kind of a generic, let's get started on dropping stuff. Oh, we need mods. Crafting. Ammo. Just gonna combine ammo and ammo crafting for the moment. We can put forge stuff on that side, I guess. Headlights or vehicle. But we can throw that in there. Oh, electrical. Well, that's what it is. Okay. That's all forge stuff. That's crafting. Keep that. Let's put weapons and crafting in the weapons chest. Mike can go there. Mods can go there. Ammo. Armor pieces. That is weapon crafting. Okay. Okay. Food stuff. Medical's over there. Let's dump these over here. I'm not sure what we're going to need for all of this, so we're just going to dump it for the moment. That's going to go in there. That's going back on the bar. That should take care of what we need for that run. Oh, land claim. Go ahead and do that. Good spot to put this thing. Good enough. Oh, and polymers. We don't need those. Like I swear there was something else on the bar. There was. Alright, let's go grab some more stuff. I'm hoping we can take the dew collector down, but I don't know if we have to leave it there. We could. Must repair it first. With all the polymers that I just put down. Peachy. Well, we're just about done on that. Might as well wait. Okay. So now we need to grab our polymers, run back, so we can grab our dew collector. We can just put it somewhere outside of the house. Doesn't have to go anywhere specific. It's beating on my door. What is this, a punch for a punch? Seriously. Go down. Ugh. Okay, actual food. Food. It's not technically food. medical. Okay. Amazing how much crap you can accumulate in 6 hours. Check those out. That's gonna take a second. Bright side is when we get to actually throwing up the tower, we have a claw hammer, so that'll go fairly quick to upgrade it. Not that the upgrades are critical, but alright, let's grab all of that. Oh yeah, we need to move our bed too. Alright, cans of food. We got more drinks, cans of food. Let's put these in the bottom corner. Golden on tea. Steroids can go in med. Those can go in med. All the weapons parts. Let's just throw that in crafting for now. Alright, that should work. Now we need a sales chest, which we do not have, nor do I feel like setting up right now, so that's just gonna go in the bottom corner up here. that should do it for that run. Oh, plastics. Cool. And back to the next trip here. Sweet. Ugh. Forgot you had to beat these down twice. I don't really want to take down that farm plot until those mushrooms are done, so I'm going to hold tight on that for a minute. I think it's a two-day growth cycle, but I don't recall. But that takes care of moving everything. Alright, this is more forged stuff, so oil shale. All the raw stuff can kind of linger over here. Technically, that doesn't go here. That can go here, that can go here. The rocks, some of the rocks. Okay. Let's put these in with our food. Let's go ahead and throw that down upstairs. Well, looks like a perfect corner for a sleeping bag. Except it won't let me put it there. There. What the heck? Fine. Be difficult. Alright, crafting. Mechanical. Mechanical. Alright, we got wood in that. All of our upgrades on that. Oh, we were gonna get an anvil. Because the anvil was locked, and then he traded out stuff at the shopkeep. So that's not gonna happen at the moment. Should probably get some stuff going, but I don't want to use the wood right now because I'm going to need it for tomorrow. To be fair, I'm going to need most of this too, so 76 minutes is plenty. Alright, well, for the moment, that kind of takes care of what we were aiming to do, other than we didn't make it to the burn. So tomorrow's going to be hop over there where all this stuff was and get rolling on a tower for defense for day 7. We almost got all of this stuff done, which is super cool. Oh, since we're here, let's take a look at that. Burnt smoothie. Before we bounce off. Must be a backpack craft. It's a backpack craft, that's huge. Coal, plant fibers, mushrooms, and water. Plant fiber, mushrooms, and water. Well, before we hop off completely. It shouldn't be in there, it should be down there. Let's go over the stats on this really quick, because curiosity. Put the coal in there. Can we build the bellows? No. Level 20 and level 25, and we are nowhere near either. So, that is what it is. We do need our claw hammer for tomorrow. That takes a repair kit, so we ain't dealing with that right now. Alright. Go ahead and get that rolling. Temporarily reduces hazard effects and grants faster movement. So, I mean, that's... Craft burnt smoothies complete. What is the official duration? 5 minutes. So, with the buffs for Iron Gut, let's see, tier 1 is 10% longer. So, it's at like 30 seconds. So that's not huge. 5 minutes at a time to run around in the burn zone, so that gives you a maximum of 8 minutes before I assume you start taking penalties. So you definitely want to craft those in mass. Good things to know. So, alright, Fortitude in 5, so Brawler's tier 3, we can't take that in tier 7, which is another 4-point minimum. We haven't taken Lightning Hands, we probably should, because we could grab the first 2 levels there as well. But we're going to go with Siphoning Strikes. So, as soon as we get the other... By the time we're done building the tower, we should have at least another level to 2 levels. So we'll take that one, 6 points of health per kill. And then with tier 3 here, it's stamina cost reduced by 20 and 40, and then killing blows grant 10 stamina. So that's kind of the route we're going to go. Then it'll probably be cardio, healing factor, Iron Gut. I still haven't put any points in pain dollars because I just haven't had the points. And then, yeah, we can do 10% there. So, I haven't started anything in my agility, but I definitely want this because 25% less damage when you're moving on a brawler just sounds like fun. So, that's kind of where we're at for now. We don't have any current skill points to burn. So, yeah. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it quits for the night and jump off. And then hopefully Monday I can go back to my normal streaming, which will be StarCraft in the morning and potentially 7 days at night. But that may not actually happen until a couple weeks from now. So, we'll see, but I'm looking forward to checking out this patch. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and bounce off. You guys all have fun, and I will see you guys next time.